Today is August the 2nd. When did Palestine become home to Israel? Let's find out together as we read Joshua 23 and 24. Reading through the Bible in a year, please read Joshua 23 and 24. In these chapters, it's Joshua's final words to Israel. In chapter 23, he calls Israel to himself, and he says to Israel, look at verse 6, be careful to follow everything Moses wrote in the book of instruction. Don't deviate from it, turning either to the right or to the left. Make sure you do not associate with the other people still remaining in the land. Don't even mention the names of their gods, much less swear by them or serve them or worship them. Rather, cling tightly to the Lord your God, as you've done until now. Joshua, in speaking to them, lays out for them what's at play. What's at play is your continued devotion to God. In chapter 24, he lays a decision before Israel, starting to read in verse 14, fear the Lord, serve him wholeheartedly. Put away forever the idols your ancestors worshiped when they lived beyond the Euphrates River and in Egypt. Serve the Lord alone. But if you refuse to serve the Lord, then choose today whom you will serve. Would you prefer the gods your ancestors served beyond the Euphrates, or will it be the gods of the Amorites in whose land you now live? But as for me and my family, we'll serve the Lord. Joshua puts the question to Israel. Israel makes a choice. In verse 21, the people answered, we will serve the Lord. And so in verse 25, Joshua made a covenant with the people that day at Shechem, committing them to follow the decrees and regulations of the Lord. He wrote all of this down in a book. He made a monument, a stone under a terebinth tree. And in doing that, he says to Israel, follow God. What I love about this passage is that when he dismisses them, he called them out from the land that they had conquered. But in verse 28, then Joshua sent all the people away to their own homelands. I love that translation. This was now home. They chose to serve God, the God who had given them this land. The word that's used there is actually the word for inheritance, their legacy. The Septuagint translated, this is now their place. This is now their home. When did Palestine become home to Israel? When they recognized that God had given it to them. When they recognized that they now needed to choose on a daily basis to serve God. This became home for them. Like, follow, and subscribe to this devotional on whatever platform you use to listen to it. Tomorrow, we'll answer the question, is knowing who God is important,